Hey folks, Dave Morrow here of the Hard to Kill training programs and author of The Nimble Warrior. And if this is your first time checking out my channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. So today we're going to look at how to fix your squat, and this is part of a broader series of how to keep our warfighters fighting. So today, looking at the squat, we're going to do 3 simple adjustments that you can do right away and then help out your body on getting your squat better. So the first thing we're going to look at is our foot position. And the reason why foot position is important is because this is where we're going to generate a lot of our torque. And that torque is going to come from our glutes. If that's not working properly, we're going to end up with a lot of shear forces on our knee. So all this working downstream and upstream is going to cause potentially injuries down the line. Let's try to avoid those as much as possible. So I'm going to look at Alex's feet. So he's set up for his squat. And ideally what you want, and Alex's feet position is pretty good. His toes are tracking almost directly forward, which is what we want. And allowable is about 10 to 15 degrees. And he's not collapsing in on his arches. So that's a really good starting position. From there, what I want Alex to do is generate torque. So how's he going to do that? I'm going to give him a cue to rip the paper. So imagine you have a piece of paper between your feet, Alex. And what you want to do is you want to generate enough force to rip it apart by the sheer magnitude of force you're going to generate by pushing your feet out, obviously keeping your toes planted on the ground and not letting your feet turn out. So once he has that done, Alex, you rip the paper, good. Do you feel it in your glute? Good. You'll know it's working once your glute turns on. Next thing I'm going to have him do is just adopt the squat position. So get down to the squat position, keeping that paper ripped, that's it. Good, stop right there, good. Now, his knee position is pretty good. His knee's pushed out, stand back up. Now, what I want Alex to do next is to do a fault position where his knee is actually going to be caving in a little bit. This is called knee valgus. So go down. So notice his knee now is not tracking over his toes. It's tracking towards the center of his body. We don't want that. So his cue is going to be rip the paper, Alex, push the knees out. Good. So it auto-corrects and stand back up. So that's a really simple cue. Rip the paper. What that's going to do is going to generate torque, and it's going to allow you to get your knees in the proper position. Next position I want him to adopt is to have a nice proud chest. So Alex, adopt the squat position just like you did before. And now what I want you to do is lift your arms at about 45 degrees. There you go, good. Now I'm going to give him a cue, and it's going to be proud chest. I want his chest to come up even higher. Bring that chest up, good, stop right there, good, good, good. Okay, stand back up. Okay, arms down. Now, the reason why we do this is because if we have our chest up and we have a proud chest, what that's going to do, it's going to get us into a nice, stable, neutral spine position when we're squatting. So before we start loading anything with back squats, we want to make sure that we have the ability to get into a neutral spine position. So we don't want to be in that overly compromised position where our low back's going to be handling a lot of the load. So as soon as you get that chest up, you're going to be able to engage your abs and you're going to be able to take a lot of load off of that lower back. This is going to require a lot of postural control, and that's something that we can work on further down the line in other posts. So all in all, 3 main things you can work on today is ripping the paper by getting some torque and pushing your feet out, then ensuring that your knees are tracking over your toes so that you can keep that torque and not allow that knee to collapse in. And then lastly, you're going to keep a proud chest when you go down so that you don't put too much stress on your low back. Take those 3 suggestions today, go work on them, go help out buddy, and let's keep you in the fight longer.